Hare Krishna. So by the time it will buffer, we'll start. हाथ जोड़िए. Please repeat after me. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vidhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Creator. Whatever we see around us is being created, so it have a creator. So this entire cosmos must have a creator. That sword for sewing our clothes. So needle and sword, although made up of iron, but both have entirely different function. Similarly, that we use to understand this world, understanding. So all these things we covered in greater details in last two sessions. Today I'll be covering some more important points, and then I'll be taking your questions. I'll just take a question. Who controls whom? Energetic person controls energy, or energy controls energetic person. Person controls energy. That means who is the greater? According to definition, God is manipulating energy. Energy is controlled. Energetic person is controller. So what is the definition of God? Controlled or controller? Controller. Aja. These words are describing the infinite power. So God is a person, but He is not a limited person like all of us. That we need to understand. Say, I'll just give some different examples to make this more understandable. Say in Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, Krishna is talking. Now if you go to different philosophical, you go to different institutions, spiritual institutions. So one thing is common with everyone. They are going to give you knowledge that you are not explaining about His identity. And Krishna is saying, Arjun, imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham abhyam vivasvan manuve praha manurichhavakya abravit. Krishna said, I gave this knowledge to Sun God. And Sun God gave this knowledge to his son. And this is how in this Ichhvaku dynasty, this, in this parampara, this knowledge was flowing down. But in time, evam praptam imam rajarishu, this knowledge was coming down in parampara. And then Gandhiji acted on my words, and he had that Dandi and Satyagraha and etc. That idea actually I gave to him. So what will be the first question you'll ask him? Understand that Sun God is so superior, senior to us, and how can I understand? He's not saying you are fooling me. He's not saying like that. He's saying, how can I understand that? Tell me. You and me have appeared here many times. We've taken birth many times, but I remember all of those appearances, but you do not. Why I know and why you don't know? And then Krishna now starting to tell by the will of a karma, destiny, action reaction mechanism. Actually, if you would have got a chance to decide, Vadanam Madhuram, Nayanam Madhuram, Hasitam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Akhilam Madhuram. All his attributes are sweet. So this we need to understand. So God has a form, God has a personality, and His personality is transcendental. Just like when God killed Putana, and when Putana was being burned by the villagers, Gokul, so her dead body, because her body was touched by Krishna, it was giving the incense of aguru and chandan. Beautiful aroma. You can well imagine, whoever Krishna has touched, he becomes so beautiful and aromatic. So how much aromatic and beautiful Lord must be, whose creation is so much beautiful. So you can well imagine the beauty of the Supreme Lord. So telling this beautiful entity as your Nirakar, no Akar, is actually blasphemy. Second thing, whenever in the Veda this word Nirakar has been used, it is pointing out that Lord do not have material form. The word Nirakar means one who does not have a material form. Just like our form is made up of matter. We have certain attributes similar to God. Like we have creativity, God have creativity, but our creativity is infinite scale. God's creativity is infinite. We also create, like we create few buildings. God creates multi-planetary system. We create swimming pool. He creates ocean. I was telling this, we create some 2 GB, 4 GB, 32 GB, 1 TB hard disk. He creates DNA, neurons. So we also have creativity attributes. He also have creativity attributes, because ours is limited and his is infinite. That we need to understand. Coming to the third and final discussion of yesterday, you were asking, if God is one, then why so many religions? We need to understand this, and this is the most important part. Say for example, I'll just tell you. Say for example, Parth is smoking 8 cigarettes a day. How many are you smoking? Nothing. Your college life is wasted. I'll tell you another story. Then you'll get some boost. So once upon a time, in a boat there was one scientist, and there was one politician and one economist or businessman, and there was a simple boatman who was so this scientist asked, while the boat was going across the river, he asked this simple boatman, what is equal to MC square, sun and moon and cosmos and this and that. So he said that, I am a simple boatman. I just know how to, carry over this boat across the river. That's all. So the scientist said, your 25% life is wasted. And then this businessman, he said, stock market and investments and this and that. I am a simple boatman. I don't know all these things. He said, your 50% life is wasted. And then there was some politician, he said, this is how politics works, and we can power and control and this and that. So he said that, I don't know, I am a simple boatman. Your 75% life is wasted. Huh?
At last, boatman will say, you don't know how to ride this boat. They will say, no, your 100% life is wasted.
And then there was a storm, and boat was going like this and this, 50 degree here, 50 degree here. So he said, do you know how to swim or how to carry this boat? No, all of your lives, 100% life is wasted. So there are two lessons that we need to derive. If you have not drank in college life, if 25% life is wasted, Rupam, Savdhan. No smoking, 50% life is wasted. No Oyo, 75% life is wasted. But no Hare Krishna, 100% life is wasted. So, say for example, Parth is having 8 cigarettes a day. Okay, and we have I forgot your name. Pratyush. Yes. So Pratyush have say four a day, and then we have Prabhat, you know? So 2 a day, and then we have Devashish. So one cigarette a day. So you'll come to me and you'll ask me, you know, we are smoking and how to get rid of smoking. So how I will answer you? What I'll tell to you?
Maybe I should limit down my cigarette to 6.
Yeah. So I'll tell you have 6. And to you I'll say 2. For 2, make it 1. For 1, you can easily give it up. So now there are 4 statements. Have 6, have 2, have 1, and don't have. So now you tell me, are my instructions different or apparently different with the same purpose? Apparently different with the same purpose. If somebody is smoking 2 cigarettes, say for example, and he'll read my instruction where I'm saying you can have 6, what do you say? Wow, I'm having 2 and Prabhuji saying have 6. Is it solving the purpose?
No.
Different religions with different texts are actually meant for different category of people. Say for example, when Jesus Christ came, who were his audience?
Jews.
Simple fishermen and farmers. So Lord Jesus said to them, I have lot many things to tell you, but you cannot digest it now. And when Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, and who was Arjun? An Aryan, coming down in a very elite family. Krishna is saying to him in 7th chapter, Yaj gatva neha bhuyo anyat gyatvam avisheshit. Arjun, knowing this, nothing shall remain to be known. So what Jesus is saying? I have lot many things to tell you, but you cannot digest it. And Arjun, Krishna is saying, I am telling you everything and nothing shall remain to be known. So what Jesus knows much, but because his audience is not capable to understand, he restricted. You just see, Jesus Christ gave very simple knowledge, and how they dealt with Jesus Christ at the end. They crucified him. Muhammad gave knowledge to those in means Arabian tribes, and what they did with Muhammad, you know? Throughout his life, Muhammad was running around for saving his life. And not only that, after Muhammad died, his whole family was brutally murdered by the tribes there. And in India, what the custom is, how is Guru treated? Not just with respect. Disciples are ready to give their own life for Guru. Where is the difference? Audience. According to the standard of audience, knowledge is being presented. According to the standard, if somebody is smoking 6 cigarettes, if you tell them directly, give us smoking, he'll not be able to accept your proposal. So, but for him, the idea is, you at least come down to 6. For 4, you come down to 2. For 2, you come down to 1. And for 1, you come down to 0. It's easy. So according to the ability of audience, this knowledge was revealed throughout the world in different sections. There's a pocket dictionary and there's a complete full dictionary. What is the difference? Whatever words you'll find there in pocket dictionary are also there in the main one. But all the words that you'll find in the main one are not in the pocket dictionary. That does not mean they're teaching different things. For different grades of students, different dictionaries are there. For 8th standard, 6th standard student, small dictionary will work. But for a postgraduate student, You need more information. And this is how different scriptures are set around the world. Whatever is said in Bible or Quran is justified by Bhagavad Gita or the Vedas. There is nothing different, because those who have undergone the studies can tell you. Those who are fighting on the superficial platform, they haven't studied any of the literature. That is the problem with them. That is the problem with the entire community today. They talk a lot, they know nothing. Those Hindus, those who are carrying Bhagavad Gita and speaking about Hinduism, these rascals doesn't know anything. Nothing they know. They never read Bhagavad Gita actually. Similarly, those who are the propagators of other religion also, they do not know. For Hindus, the problem is they have not read. And for the other religion, problem is they are so much controlled by the feeling of fear that they think that if they'll think anything more, God will become angry upon them. That is their problem.
Prabhuji, in our lifestyle, we are from class 1 to 10 in systematic academic study. Whenever our child or anything reads Bhagavad Gita, then our parents told us, what you are reading? You are read some textbook. But in other religions, they are provoking them to study that Bible study, Quran study, do always that praying.
I'll answer your question two ways. First thing, what your parents never taught you, but you understood it's important. So you take the lead of your life. Many things are not taught in our college. Many things are not taught in our education system. Like for example, our education different is from the Israelis' education. Why? Our education system is completely, it's outdated. We are learning technology that has already become obsolete 20 years back, 30 years back. We are learning that technology. In Israel, the concept is the industry-based knowledge, education. Whatever it is current in industry, what is required at the present moment, so that is being learned. But still what we do, after our completion of our education, when you go to the professional world, you learn or not. Even you have not studied it in college or your parents not taught you, but seeing the demand of the market, you adjust yourself, is it not? And you have to adjust yourself. Say for example, somebody enters into IT sector, and if you'll not make yourself more competent, what will happen? After 10 years or 15 years, they'll be paying you price according to your 15 years of caliber, but you're doing the work which a second year, third year boy can do. So will they pay you? Gradually they say Hare Krishna. Rasta idhar hai. So what for your own sustenance, what you'll do? You'll upskill. You'll upgrade. So when you are going to upgrade there on your own, because there is a need, why not here? Even if our parents have not taught us, even if our system has not taught us, why we are depending upon them? Second thing, many times, this is very important for all of you, for you also, make it a point. There are many things that we hide from our parents. How many of your parents knows about your girlfriends? Anyone? In Punjabi family, in our families, the culture was, you sit with your father and you have peg, chairs, and it was very nice. True? It's in Punjabi family. Your father will ask about your girlfriend and he will tell your girlfriend, Papa, I am going with her today. And say, go. And say, paisa leke jao. That is our culture. In Punjabi family, this is the culture. Is it being recorded? Oh, sorry. I'll give you one more, even if it is recorded. My father told that, when you go to college, you take car. My chacha said, no, you should go in bike. My father said, why you should go in bike? No, girlfriend will sit closer to you in bike. Is it not? So this is Punjabi families. Who knows, I'll become this. But I know in Odia families what is the culture. They are very conservative. Very conservative. हाँ हाँ so but then still you maintain relationship, is it not? So when it comes to Krishna consciousness, even if your parents do not agree, why you need to convince them? Just go and carry on, continue it. You're not doing anything wrong. But the problem is, the moment you have this first round of chanting, you call your mother, "Mummy, pata hai? मैं chanting कर रहा हूँ." Mummy कह रही कहाँ? And mummy must have seen that India TV, India Today, and she become fearful. गया ये तो हाथ से. Why to create fear in their mind? Unnecessary. उनको मतलब प्रभु जी को पता है कि तुम्हारी औकात नहीं है ब्रह्मचारी होने की, लेकिन तुम घर पे ऐसे बताओ, मम्मी चैंटिंग कर रहा हूँ, कितनी 16 माला कर रहा हूँ. तो मम्मी को हार्ट अटैक आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज नॉट द राइट वे टू प्रेजेंट. This is not the right way by which we should present our spiritual, our activities. Just like you are chatting with a girlfriend, chant Hare Krishna and chat with Krishna. Make it have it secret. Let your habits, let your aura, it should speak for yourself. When your family will see you after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they should feel difference when that. So I was telling that problem with Hinduism, Hindus are, they do not read the scriptures. And problem with other religions are, they are more fearful. You cannot have a debate, discussion with a Muslim. It's very difficult these days. There are some intelligent people, but maximum of them I found, whoever calls me or whoever, they start to debate. What is a debate? Somehow they need to prove me that how we are inferior and how they are superior. But that is not the right way to things. We need to find what is common in us, not what is uncommon. Similarly, because it has been their culture that you cannot discuss about God freely, because they consider discussing about God is blasphemous, and that is how it has been taught to them. That is their training, and therefore we find very difficult when we preach to the Muslim community. Christian community, the problem is they are so misled that they do not know the difference between a prophet and God. According to them, Jesus is God. But what attribute Jesus have of God? Jesus said, "I am servant, I am son of God." Muhammad said, "I am servant of God." And Krishna is the only one who posing, "I am God." It's not that we are. Why we are? When we have an open discussion, then we can come to some conclusion. But when we are always in the mood of debating and arguing, we cannot understand anything. Why do we accept Krishna as God? Is not because it is Bhagavad Gita Hindu literature? Anywhere written in Bhagavad Gita? Sarva yonishu kaunteya. Arjun, I am the seed giving father to all entities. Bhagavad Gita is discussing about science of soul. Are Hindus soul and Muslims are not soul? Soul means when a body dies, we say he passed away. Who passed away? The soul passed away. This identity, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, belongs to the body. Soul does not have that identity. And Bhagavad Gita talks about the science of soul. And those rascals who take Bhagavad Gita in hand, "Hum Hindu hai, garv se kaho." You are holding Bhagavad Gita where it is written hum Hindu hai. We are not Hindus. We are not Muslims. We are not Christians. Even we are not human beings. We are not animals. We are not male. We are not female. We are not of upper class. We are not of lower class. Our real identity is we are spirit, soul. And these all identity belongs to the body. The moment you will understand this fact, 99.99% of the world problem is solved. There is a fighting among everywhere. Everywhere. Indians are fighting with Pakistanis. I am Indian. You are Pakistani. I am a dog. You are a cat. I am Indian. You are Pakistani. Indian Pakistani belongs to whom? Body. Is soul Indian or soul Pakistani? Problem solved. I am of higher caste, you are a lower caste. You are born to wash, you are born to clean my bathrooms. This higher caste and lower caste belongs to body. For soul there is no higher caste, there is no lower caste. I am a male and I must dominate, and you are female, you must be dominated. Today is vice versa, of course. I am a female and I have all the rights, and law is giving all the rights. You divorce me, I'll take away 50% of your property. And you chant Hare Krishna. So, I am female, you are male. Again, this is identity of the body. For soul, there is no identity as such. So the moment you come to the platform of soul, 99.999% problem of the world is solved. And that is the first lesson that Bhagavad Gita is teaching. So where it is said that Bhagavad Gita is for Hindus, or where it is said that Quran, is it said like that? People say like that. So this we need to come out. And only intelligent people can understand this. But if somebody is always in this ego problem that I have to prove that I am superior, the highest platform is to approach God out of love. And that is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching us, or through Krishna consciousness we are teaching. Coming to the platform of love. Make sense? छोड़ दो ना उसको, क्यों तंग कर रहे हो? वो तो वैसे भी आ जाएगा. शुक्र करो कॉकरोच ही आ रहा है. तुम्हारे रूम में तो क्या क्या आ सकता है. So I'll end up now because it was completely messed up. We have taken the things that I need to cover in 3-4 days. I have just cut it short. I'll take your questions if somebody has any questions.
There is no question, but I just want to know about Kalki Avatar.
Kalki Avatar. It will come in future. God is one. God is one, but He is appearing in different forms. Possible. And then instead of finding out the problem is, He is always conscious. He is always, thinking how to prove Himself or their philosophy better. But that is not the right way we need to learn. Proving better doesn't make any difference. What? Okay, you are better. I accept. Then what? Just proving that I am better than you. Give an example. God said, let there be creation, and there was creation. This is how it has been explained in the Bible. There was sound, and from sound came creation. This is the phrase given by Bible. You come to Srimad Bhagavatam. From sound, how things. But do you compare NCERT is not good and that is better and this is better? No. The word better and not better means you reject something, accept something. But we are not rejecting anything. Just to make our understanding better, best. You are rascal number one. What do you understand? So our understanding needs to mature. So I'll just give this example because I've started. Bible says from sound there was creation. Sound. Sound have one attribute. You can hear sound. And sound travels in space. Sound means electromagnetic waves. And sound and space give rise to another feature called air. Air have two features, sound and touch. And sound, touch and air give rise to third feature. So fire are three things. Sound, touch and vision. Then it even matures into more condensed and comes from air, from what, from fire comes water. So for when you see hydrogen burning, smell is there, vision is there, all the five. So this is how from sound this entire creation is coming up. So entire creation is the sound is the basis of the entire creation. Vedas says from Omkar everything emanates. But how it emanates? This is how it emanates. Is it contradicting Bible?
No.
Is it contradicting Quran? No. It's not. But it is making our understanding even more better. But if some rascal will simply argue this is better and this is not, he cannot learn. So we are not. We need not have to learn in this way that, say for example, in their madrasa what they teach, you are better, Hindus are rascals. That is the only training they give. Envy and become. You have to become. The more animosity you will develop, the God will become more pleased. That is how they teach. Our training is not like that. We should never develop that kind of training, that kind of understanding. We are here to learn and to grow. We are not here to develop animosity with anyone. Because this bodily conception, Hindu, Muslim and Christian, today I am against Hindus, tomorrow I will take birth in a Hindu family. Or today I am so much against Muslims and tomorrow I can take birth in a Muslim family. Then what? By karma I can go anywhere. Yam yam vapis smaranam bhavam tajyante karer. In whatever consciousness you live, you take birth in the next body. So this is very superficial understanding. We need to come to the platform of soul, and that is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So there is a question of becoming animosity and developing feeling of superior or inferior. The moment we start speaking this, anybody will understand he is a rascal, number one. Any intelligent man will not appreciate it. So we need to develop that kind of sublime intelligence. That is the purpose. You cannot prove raping someone is wrong until unless you accept the principle of karma. Yesterday we were discussing, I think. Yesterday only or day before yesterday? Yesterday only. We were discussing yesterday that you cannot prove stealing is wrong. You cannot prove whatever Hitler did is wrong. If there is no next life, if there is no soul, if there is no karmic reaction, if there is no punishment, if there is no concept of heaven and hell, whatever Hitler did, you cannot justify it was wrong. Hitler kicked 60 lakh Jews. The maximum punishment that you can give to Hitler is, you can give him capital punishment. So one death will correspond to one life. But still, 59,09,099 left. What about those? Where is the reaction? So until as you don't accept that there is next life and rotting in hell and having some pleasure in heaven and next life is there, otherwise how you are going to prove that somebody taking birth in a poor family, somebody taking birth in a rich family, somebody is getting all the opportunities, somebody is struggling hard, somebody is in India, somebody is in North Korea. If you do not accept this chance theory doesn't work by chance. Nothing is by chance. Okay.
How to determine what is a good kid and what is a bad kid?
That requires further discussion. What is good, what is bad, what is our role and responsibility. So it will take time. In just one session we cannot cover many things. But yeah, this will, in due course of our discussion, it will come. Anything else? Say something.
Is there something called luck or destiny?
Law of?
Luck
or destiny? Yeah, luck and destiny is there naturally. Luck and destiny means what? You have not studied the entire semester. Only last day you studied. And next day in the morning, say you could score well, you could not score well. So this scoring or not scoring depends upon your, what is luck ultimately. Luck is nothing but the sanchit karma. Whatever whatever you have done comes to you, you call it luck. It's not luck, it's sanchit karma. Another example, there is silos where we store grains. So this year we got good grain, but previous year we got bad grain. ठीक है, मुझे आज किसी कुत्ते ने काट लिया, वो 50 साल के बाद मुझे रेबीज हो सकता है. Incubation period in your term. Certain things fructify immediately. Certain things take time. There are certain grasses in different variety of grass. Some grass, you put it, they'll start growing. There are some species of grass, it takes 5 years. देखो, he is suffering a lot. But उसकी previous history को हम नहीं जानते हैं कि he must have caused suffering to someone. As a result of that, he is getting suffering. So where is the big deed about it? And why we cause suffering to someone? Jad indriya for our satisfaction and pleasure, we give pain to others. And while giving pain, we are so much in passion, we are so much blinded by the sense of our happiness that we cannot see how much pain we are giving to others. But you are everywhere. He knows what he is sitting in your heart. Then reaction will, it comes to you. हम बोलते हैं अरे मैं तो सबका अच्छा करता हूँ, मेरा बुरा क्यों होता है?
Prabhuji, it is generally said that everything has already been written before you come to earth. Means everything has already been said.
Certain things are destined. Not everything is destined. Certain things are destined to us. The occupation that you will choose is destined actually. Otherwise, sometimes it happens. You are preparing for OUAT, then you will go for banking. So why you come for OUAT? It happens. Yes. People study in one field, make career in another field. He did mechanical engineering, now doing digital marketing. I did chemical engineering, I became sannyasi, sadhu. Huh?
Engineering or medical?
We had one electronics engineer, and he opened his medical shop. Many examples, you find everywhere this kind of example. You may think that I want to make career in this life. Where will destiny will take you? Where the current of your life will take you? Are you sure about it? You don't know. Engineering or medical, this and that, वो नहीं कर पाते हैं. सपने बहुत सारे देखे लेकिन नहीं पहुंच पाते. Is it that means everything is not in our control? Destiny takes us somewhere. कर्माणि निर्धति किंतु च भक्ति भाजाम. Only devotion to Krishna can change someone's karmic reaction. There is no other way. And therefore the highest philanthropy, highest social service is to bring people close to God. Whatever question you are asking, I take whole session in this with some video just to tell. But because it has come up, so I am just, in short words I am explaining. So this is the right way to give help to someone. Otherwise you cannot change anyone's destiny. You cannot change your destiny, what to say of others' destiny. Nothing is in your control, what to say of others. The only thing that boys went there. Someone thought that this child is crying because he might be feeling hungry. So he purchased some popcorn and chips to him. So he'll eat for some time and he saw that, maybe he want to ride on a roller coaster. So he went to the roller coaster and started to cry. He found that maybe he needs some toys, some balloon, this, that. But you found, why is this boy is actually crying? The reason is, somehow he has been separated by his father. He's away from his father. And you'll search out where is his father and you'll take that boy back to his father. If he needs full supply, father will supply. If he needs to ride on a roller coaster, full supply, father will. If he needs some balloon or toys, father will supply. So everybody tried to help this person to best of their capacity. But what was the best help? To take that boy back to his father. To the process of hearing. And second, to call him. And he's chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is how. So we are calling. So these two things make the process very fast. understanding God or realizing God or having relationship with God is not very difficult. It's not, God is not far from us. It's very close to us. But because we are being covered by ignorance, it's just like if this tube light, you paint it with black paint. So light is there, but it's not coming. We did not have to do anything to bring the light. You simply have to remove the covering that is obscuring the light. So similarly, love for God is there within our heart, in everyone's heart. By the process of sincere hearing and chanting, Triptanta Tatskanda Bhujopashaka, you water the roots. Then Shakha Prashakha, the nourishment goes there. You somehow just make sure that food enters your stomach. All the limbs will come nourished. Similarly, when we are talking about Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada was being asked, Swamiji, 2 questions were asked Prabhupada. Why are you naming a society, international society for Krishna consciousness? Name it God consciousness. So Krishna looks sectarian. So Prabhupada said, I have come here to the Western world just to teach Krishna is God, number 1. Number 2, they said that Swamiji, why not Krishna consciousness or Rama consciousness? Why Krishna? Why not Rama consciousness, Vishnu, or Shiva? So Prabhupada explained this. When you are saying Krishna, means everything is all included. It's already there. When you say God, means everything is already there within. We need not have to separate out. How? I'll explain it in different session, another session. Like, what is God? Who are demigods? What is their relationship? What is their reciprocation among them? Who is the Supreme Lord and who are the incarnations of the Lord? So all these things require a greater understanding, and gradually in our sessions will be coming across.
Lord Krishna was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu.
Television tells like that. Bhagavatam have a different version. Bhagavatam says, Ete chans kalapunsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. After the whole list of incarnations mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam by Vyasadeva, at last he is giving the note, all these are incarnations or incarnations of incarnations, but Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishthan Nana Avataram Akarod Bhubaneswar Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavat Paramaha Pumanayo Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. That is the statement given by Brahma. Ram Adi Murtishu, Ram, Vara, Narsingh, Vaman, Murtishu, different incarnations. Kala Niyamena Tishtan, either Kala or either parts and parts, either incarnation or incarnation of incarnation. But Krishna Param Pumanayo, he is the Supreme Personality. So that is how Srimad Bhagavatam and Brahma Samhita explains. Televisions have their own versions, and whatever television, like television serials are telling, again it's not wrong, it's partial. You came from the door. If I'll say you're coming from the door, it's correct. But actually it's not complete. You're not just coming from the door. You are there from your room you're coming. So when they're saying that Krishna is coming through Vishnu, is true. It's not false. But that's not complete true. There is even more understanding. जो आसमान में रोटी की तरह दिखता है वो चांद है. छोटे बच्चे को पता है कि मम्मी चांद क्या होता है, वो जो आसमान में रोटी जैसा है ना, क्योंकि बच्चे को रोटी पता है. Make things in a understandable way. Sometimes scriptures explain things in that perspective.
In a nutshell, that Krishna is God, also reincarnation and God as well. Both. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and when he is coming down, you make say him incarnation. Prime Minister of the country is also a citizen. He is not an ordinary citizen. He is first person, the president is the citizen, is a citizen and the citizen, both. So Krishna is incarnation, but at the same time he is the Supreme Lord.
And Lord Ram is just an incarnation.
Incarnation and Supreme Lord has no difference. That is also the theory. Just like one candle, another candle, third candle, fourth candle, fifth candle. So Shaktigat, that means by power or influence, all the candles are same. But look here, which is the first candle? So here is the first candle. That is the difference.
And that is also explained in the Shastras. Deepa Charya, there is a shlok, like from one Deepa, from one candle, many candles are coming up. Yeah.
Prabhuji, when I was in standard 4th and 5th, I had been taken to OSO center. Neighbor just came and we just convinced my parents and I was in OSO center. And at that time I was so little and I had not developed that kind of consciousness. So he that preacher just tell me some things like close your eyes in a beautiful cloth and he is telling something playful music and see the lights. Like the lights are becoming orange, then blue, then black, then we are plugging our ears and listening to different sounds. And he said that the more the sound will be, you are more closer to Krishna. So is it relevant?
Yeah, good point. We need to understand, everybody is somehow trying to go towards Krishna, is it not? Either they are Oshoites or they are followers of Sadguru or they are followers, anyone. Krishna, why they are just saying Krishna? It happened to me. There are, Brahma Kumaris, they are very famous in spiritual organization. So every day in the morning, they send one message. So their headquarters is in Rajasthan, Mount Abu, okay. And their message means every day they send some spiritual message every morning. And this message they called is Murli. They call it Murli. So they say that Murli chal rahi hai, it's Murli is coming. From where it is coming? It's coming from Mount Abu, whatever. So I told them, I was having debate with them. I said, why just Murli? Why not drum baj raha hai, guitar baj raha hai, Casio baj raha hai, harmonium? Why only Murli? That means everybody, knowingly, unknowingly, somehow or other, in all the philosophies, the goal is to reach Krishna. The goal is to reach Krishna. But then we need to understand what Krishna is telling about himself. I want to know more about you. Who is the right person to tell me about you? You yourself. And the Bhagavad Gita means Krishna is singing about, Gita means Geet. He's telling about himself. So it's just like you are the right person, you are the best person to tell me about yourself. Similarly, if I want to approach Krishna, who is the best person? Krishna himself. And where Krishna is telling about himself? In Bhagavad Gita. So let me follow Bhagavad Gita directly. Another way to know about you is I can speculate. Down, if I'll see some lights and I'll reach towards Prabhat. And the more sound I listen, the more Prabhat will come close to me. And then I'll hear the sound most close. So
I had not read Bhagavad Gita fully, just by overview. So because Krishna is that I am the Supreme Lord, the world I am creator. So I just search in Google why Krishna is speculating himself only. I am the creation. So just one person did that. Krishna is not telling that he is the Supreme Lord or he is the Supreme One. It's your consciousness that by reading Bhagavad
very dangerous doubt. You'll approach your father, my dear father, are you my real father? You need to ask your mother, is he my father? Mother will slap you rightly. And therefore we have to understand his achintya. Achintya means avajananti ma muda manushit anumashritam. Arjun, I am just acting like a human being. I am not a human being. Param bhavam avajananto. Mama bhuta maheshwaram. Again he is saying, I am the supreme lord of all the jivas. So he is appearing like a human being, does not mean he is human. In fact, Bible says God created man in his own image. That means image of man is, you know what Krishna said in this? Arjun, this is my original form. Original form, nor this 400 form is my original form. My original form is this 200 form. Is it not corresponding what Bible says? Is it not corresponding? Simple. Very simple. So this is how it has been explained. A human being should do. What are the qualities of an ideal human being? You can copy Lord Ramachandra. You cannot copy Krishna. The moment you start copying Krishna, you will be in jail. So Krishna came with a purpose to tell you what exactly God is. Therefore, he made a football of all the Maryada and kicked it. Hata. I am above all the Maryadas. I am above all rules and regulations. I am the supreme autocrat. Everything is below me. So in his Krishna's form, he is explaining what God is. In Lord Ramachandra's form, he is explaining what a human being should be. Makes difference? Makes sense? So we need to understand accordingly. You can follow the examples of Lord Ramachandra, but you cannot follow example of Krishna. कृष्णा जेल में प्रकट होते हैं, फिर रासलीला करते हैं. आजकल के राजकल पहले रासलीला करते हैं, फिर जेल में जाते हैं और अपने आप को भगवान बोलते हैं. ठीक है. So who is getting you? Bring prasadam here only, or there only? You'll bring here.
I have plates.
You have plates? Okay, we have plates for everyone. So who will go? He can go. You can show that video by the time. Who is going? Both of you are going? Okay. Bring the bucket. Plates are also there. one can. 2 आदमी होने से हो जाएगा. और मेरे बैग में, मेरा जो बैग है, मेरा बैग उठा लाना. So you okay. अच्छा नेट तो नहीं चलेगा, नहीं बफरिंग हो रहा है, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं कंप्लीट हो जाएगा.